Alright, well. Hello, and welcome back to the Three Bell Podcast, where Reese sounds like he's drowning because he's trying to gargle some water, just like how he likes to gargle Liam's balls.
This is true.
Oh, you said we weren't going to talk about that.
Dude, come on, it's the podcast. We're always on some weird topic.
Can y'all see me?
Yeah, we can see you move. We can see you moving at like 5 or 6 frames a second.
I can't see you.
I feel like every single time we've done like a virtual podcast, which has been like the past like 5 episodes, Reese has always had some issue to where like we're frozen or he just can't see us. Every single
We need better internet for real.
every single one. Every single one. What is he doing? What's he doing? Did he just finish working out and now he's like in a pump? He's
actually slowly moving down this seat.
I'm back.
Alright.
I had to fix my fan. Alright. Can y'all at least hear me fluently?
Yes, we can hear you.
We're good.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, surprise me, what's the topic for today?
Liam, what are you eating?
I'm eating rice, some steak, and some, like, 2 pieces of shrimp on the side and a salad.
Oh, Liam's eating?
4. I meant 4.
Dude, I'm so uninformed. Oh, wait, can I still see the stream? Yeah, I can see the stream, I just can't see cameras. That's so stupid.
Well, Liam, I have a story for you.
Okay, is it a bad story?
Kind of.
Like not like a
Why is
bad
it like
story,
specifically for
Kind
Liam?
of. Because I've already told you this. I've already told you this. So, Liam, you can see cameras, right?
Huh?
All right. Do you see my hand?
Yeah, I saw it earlier, but I didn't say anything.
So basically, all right. So this is probably gonna be like the wart. But okay, he just left.
He probably. I think he's saying if he rejoins, he can see us.
Yeah.
Let's go! I got the cameras back!
All right.
Oh my... Okay.
Okay. Well, Reese, you see my hand too now, right?
Yeah.
Well, basically, Liam, this is a part of the wart saga, all right?
Okay. Yeah.
Port saga.
And I went to go get it removed, and you know how they remove it, right? They cut it open.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well.
Yeah.
Basically, he cut it open and he poured the liquid nitrate on it, and it was like condensed and targeted like through like a small tube. And first round I did really good. He hit it, and then the second round he kind of went overboard and started going around it. And so now he basically freeze burned my hand. And I have 2 blisters. I have one that's on the inside of my ring finger, like hitting my middle finger. And then where my wart is this giant ass blister. It's like a mega blister. Like that's how bad it is. Like it's the size of a dime, maybe bigger. And it's right. What?
I was gonna say, so you went to the doctor to get it fixed, and you got more problems coming out of the doctor.
Exactly. This is just a part of the wart saga, I swear. But
the art continues. We thought it was over.
Hopefully this thing is over now. Hopefully he killed it, because when he did overboard, he did end up like actually hitting it, and I think he did get it. I hope he did. But yeah, now I got this massive ass blister on the size of my hand that's like the size of a dime. And then I have one that's on the inside of my fingers. But Liam, the story doesn't stop there.
The doctor was definitely the villain of the art.
Doesn't stop there. So he finishes. Basically freezing my hand, and he was like, "Okay, we got one more round." And he sees that I'm like not there, like I am not there. And he's like, "You good?" And I'm just like, well, I'm kind of dizzy." And then he goes, "Do you want that to be the last round?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, let's have that be the last round." He's like, "Okay." And I try to get up, and he's like, "Let's put you in this chair so you have like back support." So I stand up, I start getting double vision, and then my knees give out, and blackness consumes my vision. I blacked out.
The doctor put a spell on you, bro.
No, dude, I passed the fuck out. I
Bro,
passed
the
out.
war fought back.
It fought back, bro. Dude, like it was so weird, and then I was getting really hot and then cold at the same time, and so yeah, I passed out. And okay, people listening, this is the first time I've ever had any type of procedure, because it was technically a procedure happen to me. I've literally never gone through anything as bad as this. Worst thing I've ever gone through was like hand, foot, and mouth disease, but that took a week. Okay, and that's a whole other story. But basically, yeah, I passed out and I woke up. I was on the ground and it was just all muffled, and then I just heard straight ringing in my ears, and I was like, did I pass out? And they're like, yeah, and all I said was cool. I was like, dope. And then they're looking at me and they're like, are like do you feel like you're gonna throw up? And I'm just like, I think I'm fine. And then I gag immediately after I say that. And they like threw me over the trash can. And this one guy, the assistant, his name was Jeremy. He was like patting my back and my stomach, just trying to make me feel good. He's like, just get it out. Just get it out. And in the middle of throwing up, I stop and I just go, hey, thank you, Jeremy. Like in the middle of me throwing up, I'd say thanks to this guy. But prior, I had like a bag. I finished a bag of Takis. So everything that came out was just pure red. And they're like, what is this? Like, they're like, what is this? And my mom's like, I don't know, he may have had some chip. And I'm just like, I had Takis. And they're like, okay, yeah. See, you see, there's a reason why your vomit looks pure red. Like, there's a reason why it's that and not blood. So, yeah. But yeah, that was my exciting last Wednesday afternoon. And I'm just stuck with 2 big ass blisters. I can't play video games.
That was definitely the climax of the word arc.
Yeah, they said if that didn't kill it, then I gotta go back for round 2 to like get it like.
It has to cut off the hand.
Yeah, straight up cut, dude. I've learned so much out of this experience. I have so much respect for handicapped people now. Like, so much respect, dude. It's taking a shower is the worst thing. It's the worst thing to do when you literally have one hand. I mean, like, I got my fingertips, but I have to wrap my hand in a bag so no water can get to it. So every shower I take, my hand doesn't even touch the water. I gotta do everything with one hand. I gotta dry off with one hand. I gotta get in and out of the shower with one hand. I gotta take the bag off with one hand. It's just...
Is your hand stinky?
Is it stinky? No, I mean, like, I wash it like in the morning and at night because at night I take it all off so it has air to breathe out, and then I wash it with soap and water. I go to sleep. I wake up and I have to wash my hand before I reapply like everything essentially. So it's just, yeah, I have a much bigger respect for handicapped people. I'm
actually waiting for Ward Arc Part 2. I mean, sequel.
The Wart Arc?
Oh, dude, he's in the redemption arc now.
Wart Arc Revenge?
He's like learned his lesson.
Who's gonna have the redemption arc? The Wart or him? Because I'm pretty sure
he does.
The Wart was the villain of the story.
Red Dead Wart Redemption.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's Star Wars.
Star Wars.
The Attack of the Warts
saga.
Lord of the Warts. Oh, dude!
I think all we're talking about is warts right now.
Yeah, I know.
It's Lord of the Rings.
Was there a topic for this video, or was it just...
I didn't really have a plan. I just kind of wanted to tell that story. I mean, if y'all got... I know, Liam, you said you had some before, but...
I did?
Yeah, did you? I thought you said this in another episode that, like, you had something like that before. Like, not my whole ordeal, but, like you've had it.
I definitely wasn't, like, in war, like, and just, like, passing out and stuff. I have, like, a lot right now. I just have, like, cats upstairs. That's pretty much it. There's nothing really happening right now. Right. Oh, I finished my essay on Friday, but I didn't get, like, 5 pages. I got, like, 2 pages.
How many did you get?
Like, 3 pages.
3?
Yeah.
Man,
well, some people only had to do like 5 paragraphs. Like, it didn't even matter how long the thing was.
What?
So I just went with that too.
Wow. See, I did full 5 pages, but I didn't do overexcited.
Oh, you didn't have to do a
Dude,
works-cited, so that was good.
What do you mean you
I
didn't
thought you
have
did.
to? I thought you did.
Well, that was like for the first, but like in the like final thing, it said like you don't need works-cited for it.
What?
What?
Dude,
Yeah,
how?
you need to turn in. You need to turn in the works-cited like before that, and then like for the final, she didn't want you to turn it in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'm getting points
Yeah.
off.
I don't think you're gonna get points off for that. I just think like you wanted
I
to have
didn't
it.
turn in the works cited the first time. I did my
Oh.
rough draft, and it was all 5 pages already, and I just kind of like turned in the same thing. I didn't even care.
I didn't even turn
Yeah,
in the rough.
that's, I didn't turn it in.
Yeah. Dude,
I didn't have enough for the rough draft to turn it in.
I forgot to tell y'all. So Friday when we took our history test, I had to write.
Everybody had
Like, two
everybody had like the
paragraphs.
cheap answers for that.
Yeah, everybody had that. But like there was the fill in like essay portion. I had to write, and this was right after I did the whole procedure thing. And so I went up to her, like the teacher prior, and I was like, "Hey, please excuse my bad handwriting. I just kind of like went through war, essentially, on a fucking board." But I'm writing down, and I can already tell there's a lot of stinging like coming from my hand. And I get home
Stinking.
that night, and I take off the wrapping. It bled. It broke. I wrote, and it broke the damn blister. I had like dried up, like a shit ton of dried up blood like in my hand because writing 2 paragraphs fucked me over.
Dude, it was the redemption of the war.
the
Came
war's coming back,
bro.
bro.
Mort's coming back for me, man. Dude, he
really
burned.
bad.
So like he burned going in the crevice of my hand too. So like burned all of this and the inside of my finger and like the crevice going into my finger.
Like the web.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
There you go, your
that
web.
sounds painful.
Dude, it's so bad. Like I gotta like I've been wearing shit like this for the past like 3-4 days. And I'm probably gonna wear
Okay.
shit like this for the next week, probably. Because this thing's not a normal blister, dude. It's fucking, like, this big, man. On my hand. It's annoying as shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I've had like a couple warts, and like none of them are comparable to what you're having right now.
You've
I
never...
mean, also it's on his hand, like his palm.
Exactly!
Literally,
Like,
we're
I'm
I have
right-handed.
one, like,
I'm
right
dominant. Like, I'm right-hand dominant, too. So I gotta write shit. And now I can't write shit because I'm fucking...
Yeah, but I've never had like a freeze burn, like blister. Like
Yeah, that's the first time I've gotten a freeze burn, too. It was bad.
maybe your doctor is just like a little. Maybe you should sue him and take
I'm
on.
not suing him. He is a very nice gentleman. He is very nice to me. He is awesome. He's a very, he's a very nice person.
Like the bag. That's the bag, though.
I'm not suing. Actually, that could help us.
Whoa.
I'm not gonna do anything. I didn't do anything. I like him. He's cool. But yeah, that sucked. That's nothing. I don't want to talk. I don't want to just tell stories of like my pain and suffering, like a whole bunch of shit that's happened.
You just seem to have a lot of stories about pain and suffering, so
I do.
you might as well talk about it.
I do. Okay. This is gonna be a topic. What's the sickest y'all have been? Because I got a story for that, but I don't want to make it all about me.
I have a couple times I've
Okay.
been sick. There was one where I was like near the end of wrestling year, and I think I got mono,
Ooh.
and like I couldn't really do a lot for a couple of days. So I wouldn't say it was like bad, but like I just like hated moving around and stuff.
Wait, what's mono again?
It's like, isn't it like
Kissing
the
disease.
flu? It's like a kissing disease.
I didn't kiss anybody though.
Or it's
but like
kissing or sharing drinks with someone. Like that's what will usually get you, like with mono.
yeah,
But I don't think you're doing
like
that.
in wrestling, it's like you're like rubbing on each other and like sweat can get in each other's mouth.
Y'all like kissing each other in wrestling?
Yeah, I had to go in for one kiss at least.
It goes from a suplex to make out session. Make out session.
I did get suplex once.
Dude, you haven't heard of that takedown, bro? The makeout?
The make out. You kiss him into submission.
Yeah, I think that one's been used on me before. That's
Oh,
probably
really?
what happened.
That's probably
Yeah.
what got you. That's probably what gave you
I'm in
mono.
'96, dude.
think Chris has tried to
In the
use that one on me a
championship.
couple times too
No,
in
you
the
know-
locker room.
It was actually affiliated to that video of the guy going, grab his dick and twist it. Twist his
Oh
dick.
yeah. Okay, Reese, it's your turn.
he's
Okay,
he's like, I
so-
don't want to talk about this anymore.
There was this time where, like, I guess the worst would be that time I got the flu a few years ago. But like, it wasn't as much of like throwing up and stuff. It was just like, no, because I never threw up. I was just like genuinely tweaking the whole time. Because I would literally like, anytime I tried to do anything, I would be twitching like crazy because I was hot and cold at the same time. But like, insanely like an insane range of hot and cold. So like I remember when I like first started coming down with it, my mom took me to Walgreens to like get tested or something, and I was like in the car like twitching around, but I'm like so jittery because I'm like hot and cold at the same time. It was so bad, but like
People
I
think
think
you had
like I
Tourette's.
haven't. Yeah, but it was like I don't actually. It wasn't like. It was just really annoying because anytime I tried to do anything, I just couldn't. Like if I tried to pick up something, my hand would just move to the side, and I'm like, okay, can I like just not
Yo, chill.
like?
I need you to chill out.
Bro's glitching. He was just glitching the whole time. He was lagging. His coding, the virus got in, messed up his coding.
Was I lagging?
No,
No, we're talking about your
We're
experience
talking
with
about
the
you
flu.
like being.
Well, I thought I was like lagging again, dude. I was like, yes.
There was one part where you kind of started dropping.
At one point, your voice like it just kind of like dragged a bit. So all we heard was like, yeah, it did. Like, but then it picked up immediately, and I don't think we missed anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Y'all want to hear my story about the sickest I've ever been?
Oh, you're probably like dying. You're probably like hospitalized.
Dude, I
So there was this thing on my hand.
I swear I was about to die, but basically, so this was like 7th grade, and in my school we had to do the buddy system because we were in a Catholic school. So it's like,
How does this go bad? How does this go wrong?
dude, it was. and,
Like, I can't see the scenario where this would go wrong.
Basically, my grade, we had to take care of like the 2nd graders. It was like the 2nd or 1st graders, I think. And I ended up coming home one day, and I got like a couple fever blisters like on my lips, and my mom was just like, that's kind of sus. And I went to sleep, and I woke up one morning, and all of a sudden, blood was just coming from my lips. And we're like, that's not normal. School sends out an email. Outbreak of hand, foot, and mouth disease in the 1st grade class. My buddy class.
Oh no, you were patient 0, definitely.
Oh yeah, it was bad. And then next thing you know, both of my lips are completely consumed by fever blisters, and inside of my mouth, my tongue and my throat was just completely consumed with these blisters. And this lasted for like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks max. And I lost 11 pounds.
Dang, drop
Out
the
of
weight
whole
loss
thing.
program.
I couldn't eat any solid foods.
Bro, cut strat.
Exactly. I should, dude. But I couldn't eat any solid foods. I couldn't drink anything too hot or too cold. I could only drink anything at room temperature. Smoothies were okay, weirdly. Ice cream was okay, probably because of the milk. Probably something with that, like the coating or whatever. And then I couldn't eat anything that was like acidic, so anything with like red sauce. So like any spaghetti, pizza, couldn't eat any of that. So I would sit on my couch, and at one point I was willing to just die. Like like at one point I just sat down and I was like, just take me.
It's my time.
I was like, I don't want to deal with this. And then I forget what happened, but all of a sudden I was like, nah. I was like,
Dude, this is your tragic story.
Yeah. I was like, no, I'm not gonna die to this. Like, I'm not gonna let it happen. And so, a way to get rid of those sores. This is painful as shit. A way to get rid of the sores is you gotta put salt on them. And so
What?
we would get a mixture of like the pink rock salt. This is like some hard shit to get by, but it's really concentrated salt, like super concentrated, like chunks of salt.
Like the Himalayan salt?
Yeah, like Himalayan salt. And we would put that in like a cup of water and then heat up the water and then dissolve the salt. And I would have to drink that and swish it around my mouth and get it to hit every single sore on my tongue and in the inside of my mouth. And then we would pour salt on top of my lips to like get it to go away. But it was, dude, it was the most. I couldn't even speak at one point. I almost passed out like multiple times just because I couldn't eat anything. There were moments to where I would wake up and my lips were like almost like sewed shut because the blisters would break at night and the juice or whatever would harden over my lips and I couldn't open my mouth without tearing them. So I had to like every morning I had to run my mouth underwater to get them all soggy and to actually move my dude. It was so much pain. I came back and I had like a couple scars on my lips from it and I could only drink through a straw because my lips were so raw. Like so I had like room temperature water in like a fucking water bottle. And I could only drink through a straw. I literally had to miss 2 finals because of it in 7th grade. Like, it was bad. It was really bad. That's probably the worst. That right there is probably the worst I've ever been. And like hand, foot, and mouth disease is worse than the vid. I'm not saying the full name because I know people have gotten demonetized for it for saying the full name. But
Wait, they have?
Yes. During 2020, it was such a like bad topic for demonetization to where like if you would say it, then your video would get instantly flagged because it'd be like you're spreading false information about it essentially. And so anytime on Spotify, if you look at Joe Rogan's podcast, anytime past like 2020, there would be episodes that are flagged with a blue mark that says this may contain misinformation about like the vid, and it's almost every single one of his videos. Yeah, it's bad.
Good thing I never got it in.
Oh my gosh.
I got it 3 times.
Dumb.
I got it like 3 or 4 times.
I only got it once, but it was like a cold for me because everyone's different. But for me, it was like a cold.
Yeah, I beat it in one day, like every single time. I don't know what it was, but
I would really flexing it.
No, like like I would get it, and then I'd get like a fever that's like 102, and then next morning I'm perfectly fine. We test again, and I'm like I don't have it, like every single time. But every time I would have to get quarantined from school, so I would just sit home for like a week, and I'm perfectly fine. And
I've never had it before. I wouldn't know with you guys.
Well, my sister's boyfriend, like Caroline's boyfriend, he had it once, and it jacked him up. Like it got him. He could not like for the longest time he could not eat the same or smell the same. And so now like a lot of stuff that he used to like eating tastes absolutely terrible. Just because it fucked him up. It fucked him up. It couldn't.
I've heard that from some people.
Yeah, it's like a long-lasting thing. Like it will do shit to your mind. Like if you get it bad enough, but I've had it like 4 times, and I think I'm okay. I taste the same. I smell the same. I don't.
Dude, it's stage 1 was that, and then stage 2 was the worst.
No, dude, my first
It's
ever
like the after
battle.
effect.
My first ever battle was conquering my damn stutter. That was my first battle.
How old were you even, like,
I
when
was-
that happened?
Oh, I'm still suffering from it.
No, but, like, when you, like,
When we
mainly...
first start to learn to speak.
So, like, 2 or 3?
Yeah. I don't
They're
even
like
think I
2.
told Liam this. I don't even think I told Liam this story. Dude,
I mean, I
I'm
know
the
you had a
guy-
stutter before.
I
know you
am
had
the
a
guy
stutter
with the
back.
story. I'm that guy. I swear. Every single podcast, I'm that one dude that has stories. But no, basically, when I was like two or 3, Caroline, my sister, she had really bad tonsils, and they would always like swell up. She would always get strep, and so whenever she would get strep, I would get ear infections. Around the time we're supposed to learn to speak, so I literally learned English as if I was underwater. And so by the time people were like learning how to speak and everything, I literally couldn't. And so I was like 4 or 5, and she got her tonsils taken out, but it was too late. I had to relearn English entirely, and I had a stutter off of that, and I went to therapy for like 3 years to somewhat get control of it, but every now and then it comes back. Yeah.
What does the stutter feel like? Like when you're like, when is it like I can't like say this word, or it's like your body won't like listen to what your like brain is saying or something.
It's like my body won't let me. That's how it is. Like there have been times where I'll be like, "Hey Reese," and he'll look at me, and and all I do is just.
I was gonna say
because I'm like trying. No, like I call. No, there have been times in class where I'd be like, "Hey Reese, like come check this out," and he'll look at me, and all I'm doing is like he can see my struggle, just trying to be like trying.
No, because you can say all the words, but you can't say that one word. So you're like, and the. Okay, why can't I say that? Hold on.
This is what it feels like.
But it's like only one specific set of words. And so he'll like say this, and he's like, just give me a second. Like just
yeah. It like it's hard for me to get people's attention sometimes because it depends on what word I'm trying to start the sentence with that I'll stutter hardcore. But if I can like breathe into it, then I'm perfectly fine. But sometimes.
Did you ever have like a certain word that was like kind of like I just don't really want to say that word because it's like hard for me.
S's, words with S's and like L's sometimes.
Spaghetti.
Is that why?
Spaghetti.
Was Reese saying something? He keeps lagging in and out.
No. God damn the stutter!
Like.
Do you hear me? Did you hear me for a second? I was like, no.
No, we're like reactivating it right now, but we shouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean? Dude, we're enabling the stutter.
Me stuttering is literally just me lagging in real life. That's all it is.
Dude, it's so funny, like hearing you talk afterwards, though.
Because I'm just like, no.
There was one time we were in class, and you were like, "Hey Reese," and I was like, "What?" And you were just like silent for like 20 seconds, and I was like, "What?"
and then I just look at him, and I'm like, "Okay, hold on, wait, just
give me a second."
And then I'm like, "Hey, you should check this out." Hey Reese.
Bro, he keeps lagging, bro.
Hey Reese, you there?
He's stuck in this one frame that's not very flattering.
Hey Reese. Hey Reese, you there? Oh no, his videos, it's having trouble accessing.
Taking a screenshot of this.
Dude, I was trying to get like a bigger view.
No, I can't even see the screen anymore. I messed up.
He's back. He's back.
Wait, I can't even see his screen.
Dude, I really want to see what it was frozen on.
You'll see.
No,
in the
it was
video.
not a good. It was not a good frame.
You'll see when it comes out. You'll see when it comes out. But yeah, like sometimes with stuttering, it really just feels like my body isn't letting me say it. Like that's how it feels like sometimes because I'll be trying to say something and my body just won't let me. But I'm thinking it and I'm like, why can I not say this? It's bad. But
yeah, because you're like, dude, why is it messed up again? It's still. Why is it?
He literally just starts trying to talk, and then like as soon as he tries to get out what he says, he just starts lagging.
It's like his camera is perfectly clear. It's running
no, it
super
actually
smoothly.
is.
Then all of a sudden he's like, yeah.
Yeah, and nothing happened. And you could just hear him laughing because like we're like freaking out because he can't hear us, and he knows that.
He knows. Oh, it's happening again. It's happening again. Oh.
Yeah, he's frozen.
This phase, bro. Oh, okay, never mind. The camera's lagging again. Never mind.
No, he's like just legitimately frozen.
All right, well, yeah. I've gone through a lot of trouble, a lot of pain in my life. and I'm only 17.
This is. What if it just keeps getting worse? What are you gonna do then?
Dude, it probably will. It probably will keep getting worse. I gotta get my wisdom teeth taken out. So.
Dang, I don't even know if I have. I think I might. I don't know. I know Jimmy. Jimmy got his wisdom teeth removed. Like around this time. He's still frozen, by the way. Like I just looked down and he's
There
still
he is.
frozen. Oh,
There he is.
but he got his wisdom teeth removed, and like there was a video. We said,
Oh, and he left.
he said, "I'm okay."
I don't know whether to title this episode like Will's gone through stuff or Reese can't catch a break, like something like that.
You can name it Word Attacks Part 2.
Ward attacks, the Ward saga,
Dude,
Revenge of
it's
the
literally War of the Rings, bro. Like, go to school, call it Hogwarts.
No, dude, I gotta go. Wait, Hogwarts?
Attending Hogwarts?
Because I was about to say like, oh yeah, you could go to Warts, but then I was like, oh no, wait, you already said the Wart joke in it. Oh man. Yeah.
I would say we haven't been able to talk about the Mario movie unless you guys have, but I don't know how much.
We're saving it. We're saving it for the final score.
We want to do it for final score, but Valeria keeps like.
Yeah, just one call after next.
She's busy doing stuff.
I'm just saying.
Yes,
Earlier today, she gave us blue balls by being like, "Yeah, I can record."
She's leading me on, bro. Why does she keep leading me on?
Dude, on God, I don't care if she has a boyfriend. She keeps leading us on.
Well, her family needed her help. Like, she was doing stuff with her family.
Yeah, her uncle literally got locked in his car. Oh, great, he's lagging. He's lagging.
Now, eating it out. This is the time we scheduled.
Isn't. Dude, I've been trying to record with y'all.
Dude, I'm not even that lag.
Like,
I can
2 or 3 days.
hear you. You guys perfectly fine.
We definitely can't hear you perfectly fine.
Dude, wait.
Did he just stop talking?
I said that like 20 minutes ago. I said I could hear you perfectly fine like a minute ago.
I think it's time for you to get better internet. Huh? Ever think about that one?
Reese's his internet is just 2 wires plugged into a carrot. Oh, come on, don't show that on camera. Come on.
Hey,
Reese.
editor, censor this.
We don't have editors.
I thought the camera was frozen. I thought it was frozen.
No, it wasn't.
You're not like frozen. Well, sometimes you're frozen, but other times you're just moving in like 3 frames a second.
Cut it out.
I'm not cutting out.
What? No. Why is it frozen? You see how it's frozen?
You need to cut that part out.
Okay, I think we have the title. Reese has latency problems, and then the thumbnail is just him being frozen.
Is Reese slow digitally or? I do have a
Is
movie.
Reese slow digitally or?
I do have a movie though that I would like to talk to y'all about. And I watched it last night. I watched Nope. Finally, after trying to watch it for like a year and a half. You know that movie?
Nope.
You don't know? You don't know what Nope is?
I don't think I know. Ooh.
Wait, I can see your cameras if I turn mine off. It's like my phone isn't able to support both of them at the same time.
I guess you're not lagging out anymore. It might be better for you to stay like this, to be honest.
Your phone's like red pill or the blue pill. You can only take one.
Reese is overworking his phone, bro.
But yeah, I watched Nope.
Dude, my phone was like built by the Aztecs.
Wouldn't it be like oddly good though? Wasn't that like the thing? Like the Aztecs and the Egyptians had like oddly really good technology for like their time that we can't figure out.
They had plumbing.
Yeah, it's because I went and helped them.
Oh yeah, you went back in time and helped them.
I help them, bro. No, I've actually been alive since before them. I'm just immortal.
How about you help yourself first, Reese? We can't even see your camera anymore.
But
I have to have my camera off to see y'all. No, because y'all are frozen again. Will's doing this cheeky Looney Tunes smile, and Liam's face is like puffed with food in it.
okay, do I have a cheeky like
I'm
Looney
hungry.
Tunes smile? I've been self-conscious about my smile for a
I'm
while.
screenshotting this.
Do I have like this weird, like Joker-esque smile? Like I've been self-conscious about this. I've been insecure about my smile for a bit. Not
Here's the
my
happy
teeth.
guy.
Your
Yeah,
smile is very beautiful.
I'm trying to be like All Might, you know? Just smile whenever you can.
Dude, you have this smile that makes your grandma call you handsome.
I do. Both of them have called me handsome.
Does your grandma
It's like
pinch
my
your
prom
cheek?
night.
Because my grandma has like literally never pinched my cheeks.
Yeah, they don't do that. No, I think that's only in Looney Tunes and fairy
It's a myth.
tales.
It's a myth. Myth busted.
Yeah. It's Mythbuster.
My grandma pinches my cheeks.
Well, you have a really nice... Well, I mean, like... Yeah, you have a nice grandma.
Like, whenever I'm leaving her house, she, like, pinches my cheek, and then I have to, like, give her a hug.
Grandma, stop it.
Stop, you're making me blush.
Oh yeah, but you want to talk about this Note movie that I've honestly never heard of. Maybe you give me like a summary.
Dude, I didn't
Maybe,
watch that.
It's basically, like... Okay. For probably the next, like, 5 minutes, I'm just gonna talk about this movie. People listening, spoiler alert, like, heavy spoiler alert. So, it's about this family who's, like, descendants of the original Videograph, to where you know it's like a jockey on a horse. Like, that's the first ever, like, video, essentially. The jockey on a horse, and, like, it's running or whatever, it's a loop. And so it's about these people and how the struggle in Hollywood is, like, making it to where people don't need horses, like actual physical horses. So they're trying to keep the business up and everything, and their horses start going missing. And then the brother looks up in the sky and he sees a fucking saucer. Like, he sees aliens. Like, aliens are, like, the main thread of this movie, and it's the whole thing is this family trying to, like, get a video of this alien, essentially, because they call it the Oprah shot. They're basically like, if we can get a recording of this, then we can sell it, then we can make, like, bank and, like, save their business, keep the house that they grew up in, like everything. And it goes so downhill. Like, it's such a... It's like there's this little amusement park that's next door to their house. It's called, like Jupes something. And it's this dude... Is this guy who's been feeding the alien, essentially. He's the one that's been taking the horses, and then for, like, a show, he'll release the horse into the field, and the alien will come down and, like, pick it up. And so they find out that the ship isn't really a ship, it's a living organism. So, like, this big-ass thing that looks like a saucer itself is an organism. Like, it's not ran by multiple aliens, it's not mechanical, it's a living, like, organism. And so the whole thing is that this alien is, like, it's predatorial, and it's trying to hunt, like, horses to feed, and, like, at one point it just starts eating people. Like, it just starts, like one of the big things is it came down to the guy who's been feeding it horses. It came down and it ate him and, like, 40 other people. And, like, you see the inside of the ship. But yeah, it's just them trying to figure out, like, how to get a video of this thing and, like, the shit that goes down, and, like you see the ship, like, unfold into some weird jellyfish-looking creature. It's weird. It also has some backstory with the dude who runs the Jupes place, where he was on this show in, like, the 80s. Like, he was a child actor, and it was, like, this family living with a chimp. And one day, the chimp went haywire and killed, like, 17 people in front of his eyes. And, like, they kept flashbacking to that, but I think the reason was they did that was because he connected with the chimp right before he died, essentially. And so I think what they were trying to do is they were trying to symbolize him trying to connect with the wild animal, the alien, by feeding it horses and using it as, like, a show. And so I think that's what they were trying to symbolize there. It's weird, but yeah, it's that I thought it was okay. It got, like, an 83 on Rotten Tomatoes, and I don't really disagree with that. I think that's a fair rating for it. I thought it was okay.
I'm not gonna lie, like listening to the story, it sounds very convoluted.
It does. I mean,
Yeah.
like, you gotta watch
all
it.
over the
You
place.
gotta watch it in order to like really understand the story. But I mean, like, I thought it was all right. It's definitely an interesting take on aliens and how that all like kind of played out.
Was
But
the story like in the movie like well put together, or was it kind of like all over the place?
no. Yeah, it was well put together. The way that it all kind of like flowed together. It definitely is interesting. There, like, I've been seeing a lot of movies do this recently, just because I think movies are getting very black and white in the sense that they're all literally the same, and it's the
Yeah, it's true.
and like the way that they kind of pulled everything together. So they would like point out like very odd stuff at the beginning of the movie, and then towards the end they would do callbacks and make it make sense. And yeah, I mean, like, I find it really interesting when movies do that, just because it's like it's clever. It shows that they actually put effort into writing this damn movie, and not like just like whatever. It's not like they just kind of threw whatever out of the whiteboard and said, "Let's go with it." It's like they took time and actually thought about it. So I think Jordan Peele, he's the one that directed it. I think he did a really good job on it. But he's big in the horror aspect right now. He did this one movie called like Us or something, where it's like this family moves into a house and all of a sudden,
Oh, yeah.
I know
like,
that one.
duplicates of them. I never watched.
I heard
it,
of that.
but
I didn't
it
either.
looked creepy as hell.
I think it was I can't remember if I was half asleep watching it or not, but it wasn't like bad. I remember one twist of it. I don't know if you're ever gonna watch it or if I should just say it.
Never gonna watch it. I'm never gonna watch it.
But I think it was like the family that was originally coming there was actually the original family or something like that, and they wanted to get back their like home. I guess I don't know. It's like kind of weird.
So they're trying to say that like the family that you follow for most of the movie isn't the original family, and it's
Yeah.
the ones that were attacking.
The ones that were attacking, yeah.
Oh.
That's it.
The ones that are attacking, like I can't
That's
remember.
kinda cool.
I don't think
Yeah,
they're
that's
that
cool.
good. Like I don't know what they were taken by or something like that. But I just remember that family was the original family.
You know, one movie that is very interesting to me that I haven't fully watched. Have you guys heard of the movie called The Thing?
Yeah.
Like
Because I
the
think we talked about
like
this,
the
Will,
green
right?
monster in the lake,
Yeah.
or
No. So I'm gonna explain this movie, and it's gonna sound like something that blew up in like 2020, 2021. Okay, you're gonna start to see signs. So basically, the movie is based in Antarctica, and it's like this base. Okay, there's maybe like, let's say, like 20 to 30 people. Now, this thing, it's like an alien. It's a shapeshifter. And so the whole movie is them trying to figure out who is the alien. And they start picking each other off like one by one. Now, what does this sound like? Liam, what do you think this sounds like?
honestly, I can't even know.
I'll give you a hint. It starts with an A. It's two words. Starts with an A, and the second one starts with a U.
Alternate universe.
No, it's
Bro,
a game. It's a game.
no
It's a
way.
game that blew up. Okay, Reese, I know you know. But like it's a game, Liam. We can play it on our phones. It blew up in like 2020, 2019, 2020, 2021. Like
Clash Royale.
I said, it's
Oh
two
my
words.
gosh.
Among Us, Liam. Among Us.
Oh,
I'm pretty
Oh
sure that's
my
what
God.
Among Us is
Oh
based
my God,
off
that
of.
was really what I was thinking. Holy
yeah,
crap!
that's what it was. And they did one in like the 1970 something, and then they did another one which is just a lot more gory. But I thought that was cool. I think horror movies. I think Markiplier's new movie Iron Lung is going to be a horror movie.
Oh, Ireland. I've seen clips of it. No, that's that. I don't
What
know.
is that?
I like. know
hold on,
what
wait. I
it
got to do something that I haven't done in a while. Hey, Markiplier. Would you please let us interview you? We have been begging this for the
Right in
past
my ear.
like 15 like videos. So Markiplier, please let us interview you when your movie comes out. We would love to watch it. I'm probably gonna post that on TikTok or something. And
Okay, if we're gonna review it, we'd have to like learn about the game so we can like.
no.
Yeah.
I want to go head first into the movie. I don't care. I want to go head first into the movie, and that's gonna be everything that I know.
Wait, what's the game?
I have no idea.
Okay, so the game, I can't say I know everything completely about it, but I can get like the summary down. So I think this is like you're in like a submarine, right?
Yeah.
And I can't remember if it's like you're on the moon or something or on some other planet or you're on Earth, but like everything has been submerged in this like a blood sea. Like everything is just red, and you're just like surviving down here, and you're it's a submarine. So there's like the game from the stuff I've seen of it, it's a very dark game. Like not as like dark as in like gory and stuff, but like a dark game
Like
because
Like
you're
lighting?
under like you're basically under the water. Yeah, like you can see stuff. It's just like for most of the game, I think you're not gonna be seeing a lot. Like you're going like places like maybe like a very evil Subnautica. I don't know.
A very
Yeah,
like
evil
low
Subnautica.
quality, low resolution Subnautica.
And, like I think if you go in their game, you can like search up. There's like a ton of different monsters down there, and there's this one that I think that's pretty popular. That's like gigantic. That's like following you for like the entire like playthrough. But I can't really say much more about it because I would have to watch videos or about the lore or whatever. Because I think I saw somebody say there was like a lot of lore on the game.
There probably is that we just don't really know much. So
Yeah.
I hope Markiplier does good on this. I mean, like he did really good on like.
Bro, the Freddy
like,
Fazbear
in
needs to be good,
space.
bro.
That does
Five
need
Nights
to be
at Freddy's
good
great.
too, yeah.
Be good.
I mean, like Markiplier did really good in Space Part 1 and 2, a heist, a date. But I think that was just like his acting in those. He probably had to make it more exaggerated, like for his characters, because like you could tell like there are times in like in it to where I kind of cringe a little bit. But I think that's just because like that's the character. I hope in Iron Lung it's a far more serious thing that like we can actually see what he's made of, because that's interesting. It's really cool to see YouTubers and like social media influencers get into like professional, because I'm not saying they're professionals, but like full on professional shit like movies, TV shows, and have them actually try to like do something. I'm interested. I hope Markiplier can pull off like a serious role or like a cool.
It's good, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I feel like when YouTubers do like that stuff, it's like they already have a following, so I feel like they know that like a lot of people would watch the movie for them as well, or for whoever like a director that casts them. Like not that like discredit anybody, but it's just like they'll probably like there's a lot of people that would watch the movie just because their favorite person is in there.
Yeah, I feel that. I think that's what they did with Free Guy, because I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
At one point, like there's
Free Guy might not have been the best movie, but any movie with Ryan Reynolds in it is like
on God,
has a place
dude.
in my heart.
Dude, so
Has a
good.
place in my heart.
Dude, we did an entire video of us just saying Ryan Reynolds. And that's a podcast. It's a podcast. It's episode 6, I want to say. It is
Dude,
just us
Will, you remember
going,
that one
Ryan
girl who
Reynolds.
was like, yeah, I don't know, y'all's channel is kind of weird. Like, you just said Ryan Reynolds the whole time, and I was like,
It's the one video! The one video that she watched of
One
ours.
gag
And it's
video.
literally just us going, Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds. And she's like,
I was
yeah,
like,
it went on for so long. Like, that's the
you
one
could
video.
any other video
Any other one.
where we actually talk about stuff.
No, she watched the Ryan Reynolds video. She had to watch that one.
She just doesn't speak Ryan Reynolds, you know. If she knew,
Yeah, if she knew. If she knew. If she only knew. Man. Yeah.
Dude, y'all hear about the Kung Fu Panda 4?
Yeah, Jack
Kung
Black.
Fu Panda 4.
Yeah, well, they announced that they were doing this a while ago, but Jack Black gave a description of like what the movie's gonna be about. Let me try to find it.
Oh, Tai Lung's coming back. Tai Lung's coming back.
No, I don't think it was Tai Lung. I think it's a character that can mimic people, and it like showed like Tai Lung, like maybe not the character could come back, but definitely like they'll try to use Tai Lung against him in some way.
That would make sense
There's
because
some cartoon
isn't
about
his name like the Chameleon or something? So he can like mimic.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me try to find it, because Jack Black, I don't feel like he was authorized to do this.
So we're actually canceling the movie now.
Yeah, because Jack Black spoiled it. But basically, from what I see, it says Poe is gearing up to
Tom
become the spiritual leader of. Wait, what'd you say is Tom Holland? Oh, you mean like spoiling it? Yeah, I got you. Same. I think Mark Ruffalo is bad about that too. But Poe, but Poe is gearing up to become the spiritual leader of his Valley of Peace, but also needs someone to take his place as Dragon Warrior. As such, he will train a new kung fu practitioner for the spot and will encounter a villain called the Chameleon who conjures villains from the past. So, I wonder if that means like like whoo whoo dust fog and then boom Tai Lung's there, or like it'd be really dark and weird to make it to where like the chameleon fucking morphs and like changes its makeup.
I think that's probably what they're going for, because it makes
Really?
sense it's chameleon, so it's gonna change. Also, because I just feel like that'd be kind of sick, because it's probably gonna do something with like a spiritual connection to like all the villains.
What if he like
He's able to, like-
morphs into this thing that like is all of them combined?
Dude, just like the thing.
The
That shit
ending.
happens. The ending is like, okay, let's predict this, actually, okay. Let's see. The end of the movie, the final battle, it will be like Poe... Okay, so Poe and the student, I feel like the whole movie are going to be at odds, okay? But then it comes closer to the end of the movie to where it's like the villain, the chameleon, just won a big battle, and then they're down. Then they become friends, like Poe and his student or whatever, and then they get serious and they go and fight the chameleon. Poe and the student win. The chameleon's like, I got one last trick, and then pulls a fucking monster and is like all the villains that like the chameleon pretended to be in the past of the movie all culminate into this one giant monster, and it's supposed to be like, I'm unbeatable, and then the student tries to sacrifice his life. Poe dies.
I don't know. Poe.
Would
I
they
don't know if he
kill
would kill
Poe
off-
though?
Oh,
Because it's
yeah,
the fourth
right.
movie, so there's probably gonna be another trilogy, maybe. Well, I don't know.
If they
But
could do another trilogy that follows the student.
I feel like they wouldn't kill off Poe though, because that's like,
I don't call it.
I don't know.
Panda anymore. Unless they.
I think it's a
unless
fox.
it's like
I think it's a fox that they're
like the
trying
red
to make
fox,
him-
like the red panda.
Ooh, if it's a red panda, that would actually, because they could still do Kung Fu Panda or Kung Fu Red Panda or some shit. I don't know.
Kung Fu red panda.
what?
Yeah, Reese, have you not seen the Red Pandas?
I haven't seen the movie. The Red
No,
Panda
not a
movies?
movie, but like
No,
Oh, just like the
No.
character.
no, like the
I'm
animal.
relating it to the other movie.
No, the
I like
animal,
the
Red
animal.
Panda.
Yeah, I know Red
Maybe
Pandas
it's-
Oh,
though.
okay. I was about to be like, do you not know what that is? I was like, what?
Oh, like
yeah,
from the
it's
movie.
like- it's
Yeah, you
just
know, like,
little-
from the
little
movie.
raccoons, but they're red and panda-ish.
Exactly. But yeah, I think they'll try to do something like that to where they'll be like, the audience is growing up for Kung Fu Panda, so then they gotta change the character that's necessarily the lead. So like
Oh,
they
yeah.
could. This is an opportunity for them to make another trilogy, but it would be about the student more than. It's like if they were to do prequels for Kung Fu Panda, it would be like
Oh, yeah.
teaching Shifu, and then it leads up to the. They should do that actually. Hold on.
We
Wait.
should do side stories for like
They
the
should do
characters that have been there, like
They totally could.
That would actually be dope as shit if they did a
Teaching
prequel.
Shifu.
Yo, that'd be so
Yo,
dope.
wait. Then like how the Furious Five or whatever they're called, like got together.
oh, the turtle,
Whatever
Master
they call it.
Uwe.
Yeah,
Master
I was
Uwe.
about to say
Yeah,
they should do
yeah,
a
yeah.
prequel to where Uguay's teaching Shifu and like the shit that goes down to make Shifu, and then maybe in the third movie Shifu's like done with his training and he's trying to, and then Uguay's like, you have to teach the like this team of people. And
It's
then
like him
that's-
assembling the team.
Yeah, dude.
That
That
would
would
be
be
sick.
dope.
Wait.
Dude, why aren't we in charge
Yo.
of movies, dude? Why aren't we, dude? Come on. Why aren't we?
We have to
Ugh.
get up there first.
I know, dude.
We have to get a standing.
I'm
You have to
posting.
get up there in the DreamWorks facilities, you know.
I'm posting this on TikTok, dude. Dude, this will get mad views. Watch. This will get mad views. It like shows up. It doesn't. I'm just.
DreamWorks and Illumination have like really dope stuff.
Yeah, Disney's just gone downhill. I feel.
DreamWorks never disappoints, bro.
They really don't. I mean, I never watched that Bad Guys
I
movie.
think they like. They think they like.
didn't either,
they
but it's
spend
still
more
cool.
time on their movies because like Disney has been dropping like stuff like and what even they even
Every
been
year.
dropping?
Well, that's the thing. Disney like they have such like a massive studio that like they can probably like they're probably making like 3 to 4 movies at the same time. Like think about it. Like Disney Channel, like in their prime, they had like 6 or 7 different shows that are dropping new episodes like every week. like it's just the Disney empire is just so big compared to like Illumination and DreamWorks that they just don't have that many resources and like people to actually do shit. So it's like that's how they're able to make so many Marvel movies in such a short amount of time. Like they've been putting out like 3 to 4 Marvel movies like every single year, and then like maybe 2 to 3 like animated movies. No, maybe one animated movie like every year. And
They're not really dropping like 2D animations. They've been doing like all like 3D animations.
Well, 2D animation movie that like that history. So it's like the last 2D animated movie I think was Mulan, and it was because they found out that doing CG movies was just so much easier than doing No, the last one they did was Princess and the Frog. That was it. They basically figured out that CG movies were just way easier to make than 2D. Because think about it, when you're doing 2D, you're literally drawing frames on top of frames, and you got to do that for every single frame. Whereas CG, you could probably put in a list of commands and then press render. Then all of a sudden, they're doing the shit you wanted them to do.
Yeah.
And then
I can agree with that, but that's like their roots. Like they can't just forget their roots. Like,
they will forget their roots if it's in the pursuit of
movies are
money.
just so
They do that a lot in anime.
pivotal.
Yeah.
For,
I feel like in
Disney.
anime though, it's just like the main companies that do make the anime. It's like they're heavily overworked, and so they're just trying to find like
They
Yeah.
honestly
like a
kind of need the
scapegoat.
CG, but
You're right, dude. Have you seen Mappa, bro?
Dude,
oh yeah, no.
Dude, they have
Mappa,
like 15
about
projects.
like, their eyes are like so like dark and like bulging just because I have not had any sleep at all.
You see, the issue is between Disney and Mappa is that Disney will have like 15 projects, but have like 1,500 people, maybe even more, working on them. Whereas Mappa is like, okay, we got 15 projects, but only like maybe like 500 to 700 people working on them. So it's like you have less amount of people, but more projects. Where Disney's like equal proportion for projects and people. Like that's how it works.
I mean,
You have to, like Mappa's like bar is so high for like every.
I was gonna say,
That
but
too.
why is Mappa like? Why is their quality so much nicer than Disney, and they have like so much less people?
Because the people have more to work for. Like think about it. It like
Yeah.
like
That
if
is
it's
their
like
life.
it's their it's literally their life. Like that's how they can provide for like their families. Probably is just sitting there in an office for like 48 hours straight, just animating. That's it. Maybe like 10-minute lunch breaks, and like that's probably all they do. Like, and it's like I bet it's so hard to get like other work in like I guess if it's Japan that they're making all this stuff in. I guess it's just so much harder for like to get actual work and more work, just because there's so many people over there that it's like we literally don't have any other options but to animate, and like
I mean, yeah.
that's all it is. And I feel like they probably don't make. No, they probably do make a lot of money in order to hire more people, but they just don't want to do that. So it's like we're making so much money, but we're gonna keep like 700 people animating like 15 different projects with like 30 episodes each. Like that's probably how it works.
I mean,
And
just
then,
like
yeah.
I mean, I just feel like I'd rather like honestly, I'd rather watch like a Mappa or is it Mappa or Mappa? Oh,
Yeah, either way it works.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Mappa. I feel like I would rather sit and watch like a Mappa anime than like something from Disney now though, because I just feel like
Disney is just like
not like the difference between like
productions.
anime and like cartoons. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about like just the basics of like the companies and the way they produce themselves. I feel like Mappa like puts more dedication into this stuff.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I don't know why.
Also, like
They made a lot though.
like just to me, I'm not trying to get political or anything, but Disney, like they're heavily
Will.
I'm just gonna say from an unbiased standpoint, it could go like either way, but I hate it when people put agenda into works that are viewed by children, maybe even like, and also adults. But I'm just saying, it annoys me when I'm watching like a really good movie, but then all of a sudden they're like shoving something down my throat, and it's like that's not why I'm watching. That's not why.
Yeah,
I'm watching
I think
this.
I think that stuff is bad because like
I'm not saying that it's
when-
bad.
when-
But I'm
I
just
mean not
saying
like
yeah.
I mean not like bad, but it's just like a kid will like when they grow up, they'll be able to find this stuff themselves. Like you should let them find them stuff themselves. They don't. They just.
Yeah.
The kid can't process what that's like saying.
Yeah.
Like,
And
just
their
let them
brains are
enjoy,
still
like,
developing, so they're not. It's not going to be about the choice aspect anymore. It's just going to be like what in their brains.
You know,
yeah, what
Which I mean, like,
what people have been saying.
Yeah. Which we're not even saying that like anything is bad. It's just like when it's a kid, it's like if the whole thing is
They'll
about
be
a
able to-
choice, then
they
the
can-
kids
they can
aren't
build
going to be able
themselves
to
up
have a
and
choice
find their own
because their
opinions.
brains are developed.
you know what I'm scared of? I'm scared of in the next like 20 years, all of a sudden our TVs are gonna go black, and then a voice message is gonna come through, and it's just gonna be like a random ass phrase. They super soldier programmed all the kids using their movies, and it's like all of a sudden they've got like a mass force of like an army just because they said like just because they said in the Peter Pan movie, but I don't want to grow up. And then all of a sudden, you have like a range of like 10,000 of like 10,000 adults just being like, I don't want to grow up. And now they're just soldiers. They're like super soldier. Like that's what I'm scared of. Like just like
The sleeper
they're
agents.
sleeper agents. Like Disney's been programming. Like that's why they put out so much content. They're just trying to like flood the children with all these like phrases that they're just like
Putting
okay,
in subliminal messaging.
Exactly. It's like one of those things where if you reverse the like you reverse the audio, it's a secret message. It's like you will rise up in 30 years.
They're like, commence Operation Mystery Mousetool. And then they're like, they launched the nukes!
They launched the nukes. They launched them. Like all of a sudden, like it turns out the castle in Disney World is just a rocket. And it's been that the whole time.
It just starts flying.
And it goes out in
It
space.
starts flying. Yeah.
It actually was a shelter for like when nuclear fallout comes out and they just start flying in the air and now everybody's like so it was all planned set up by Walt Disney.
Walt
This is a force
he
field.
was thinking about it. He knew when he was making Disney. You see, he was actually contacted by children that were brainwashed from the future to to make. It was all planned out. But all right, I have to go walk my dog because my mom's yelling at me. So I'm gonna wrap up. I mean, who wants to wrap up this episode? Who wants to wrap it up?
Hey, I was just thinking,
Let's
like,
have Liam do it.
how do you title? Like, how are you gonna title this? Because we literally switched through so many topics, and like,
I
Oh,
know.
we do that normally. We do that normally. Trust me, I'm gonna figure out a title for this anyway. But Liam,
Okay.
you wanna exit this?
What should I say? This is a pretty good video.
Just wish people happy birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday to
And say something oddly
James
specific.
and Madison. One for the boys and one for the girls, in case that they're watching.
Oh yeah.
And even if they didn't watch this video, happy birthday to you. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
As